Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Roxanne Thomas, and my topic is the third goal of UN, which is to ensure the healthy life and promote well-being of all ages at all times. The third Sustainable Development Goal explicitly says that we want to live in a world by 2030 where everyone, no matter where they are born, has the access to healthy mental and physical health during their life. Nine quantitative and four qualitative goals support this ambitious objective. For sustainable growth, preserving safe lives and encouraging well-being of all ages is important. Amway is an American company that offers fitness, beauty, and home care goods by multi-level marketing. Based on the concept of healthy lives and to promote the well-being of the children who are suffering from malnutrition, they started the campaign called "The Power of Five." Malnutrition is a huge contributing factor in the death of nearly half of the world under 5 years of age. One of the concept of collaboration, the Power of Five campaign, was created, and they would like to thank numerous Amway business owners, market-based teams, and employees who continue to work together around the world and help the eradicate childhood malnutrition. The corporate social responsibility team at Amway India organized a community-based nutrition program campaign that supported 10,000 children and 30,000 parents um, and caregivers from August 2019 to 2020 as an example of how people in the market are making a big difference. And this initiative was so successful. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello, this is Abigail Chaco. I'm going to present Sustainable Development Goal 4, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. This goal explains the importance of education towards fundamental development. It aims at providing access to education to all, particularly women and girls. In my opinion, education is one of the most powerful tools an individual can possess to bring about a change in the society. The Lego Group, commonly known as Lego, is a world-famous toy manufacturing company that is involved in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Initiatives taken by the company include: first, local community engagement. It involves employees to create projects to inspire children. Second, Recode. It involves coding techniques for children to solve real-world sustainability issues. And third, Build the Change. It involves the use of Lego bricks and creative materials to let children express their hopes, dreams, and imaginations. In 2018, the company launched various sustainability-focused events across the world. To spread awareness about climate change and wind energy, a Lego wind turbine was introduced with interesting facts and information. In conclusion, education is a basic human right and every individual must have access to it. Let us all pledge to spread awareness about quality education. We all are here to educate and inspire each other, aren't we? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pratik Raj. Thanks for joining me today to talk about United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 5. So what is Sustainable Development Goal number 5? The UN acknowledged this goal to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls all around the world. Today, we will be talking about an organization that has taken SDG 5 to its heart, and that organization is Equality Now. Talking about how this organization has helped, Equality Now has 4 core goals, namely to achieve legal equality, end sexual violence, end sex trafficking, and end harmful practices against women and girls. Now talking about their achievements so far, Equality Now has helped successfully change judicial loopholes that have been protecting criminals for getting full punishment for their crimes in many countries, Ethiopia being the most recent. They have also helped to develop and implement the Maputo Protocol, one which has encouraged the government of Africa to take adequate and unbiased action for crimes against women and girls. The organization ran a big campaign against female genital mutilation, which helped in ending this atrocity by adopting it as a UN resolution in the year 2012. This organization also faces a lot of roadblocks, and some of them are male biased legal frameworks, corrupt governments, and sex traffic networks that have been a challenge in bringing a change in the world for the better. Equality for women and girls remains one of the top priorities, and the world is still far away from them being completely eradicated. Organizations like Equality Now can help, and we should do our part as well. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Lalu Menon. I am here to talk about SDG number 6, Sustainable Development Goal number 6, that is availability and sustainable management for safe drinking water and sanitization. One issue that we are facing is that lack of safe drinking water. There is no access to safe drinking water sources for billions of people, and almost 1/3 of world population is living without the necessary sanitization facilities. The target is to focus on safe drinking water to everyone. 91% of safe drinking water sources has been improved since last decade. On the other hand, the necessary sanitization access has been dropped from 51 to 30% from 1990 to 2011. P&G is one company that is ensuring to available safe drinking water to everyone. Their flagship program is one thing that we can focus and showcase that how large companies are focusing on their aspects of sustainable development goals. One of their major program is to safe drinking water to children. The basic idea is to eliminate all the diarrhea diseases from water and make it drinkable. They have provided over 600,000 purifying products to eliminate the disease-making viruses and provided over 7 billion liters of safe drinking water to the community. One other major company that is focusing on sanitization is the Unilever. Unilever's Lifebuoy hand wash program changed the behavior of over 1 billion people by 2050. Unilever is focusing this program to more people in the upcoming years. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Rupinder Kaur and I am investigating the United Nations 7th Sustainable Development Goal. The goal is implemented to ensure easy access to affordable, sustainable, and reliable and clean energy for everyone. In my research, I got to know that one company based in India named Energy has implemented his goal and is helping other reputable companies as well to reach their goal by 2030. They do this by implementing modern high-tech Internet of Things systems with the energy using devices of the company. This system lets user trackers and monitor the power usage. Their system monitors the power usage in real time and gives an accurate analysis with the help of mobile and laptop applications to curb the consumption of excess electricity. They claim that the installation is easy and is the first step as per the requirement set up by SDG 7. The defined settings can be configured within power consuming devices in an organization. Then real-time web-based monitoring second can be tracked every second, and unnecessary energy usage spike can be notified with the help of message, mail or automated push messages. They have implemented their own devices with companies from retail, health, banking and other industrial sectors. This way, companies such as Maruti Suzuki, Milky Way and Easy Day supermarkets, which are their clients, will able to reach their desired targets of saving energy. As per the estimations, this company has saved approximately 6,500 megawatt hour and decreased by CO2 by 9,500 tons. This company has mentioned by Forbes magazine, showing that this startup was using new Internet of Things technology to alleviate the burden from Indian companies' electricity grids. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akash Mohandas and I am here to talk about the United Nations 8 Sustainable Development to promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. We all contribute to the economic growth of our nation. No matter what we do, one way or the other, we are building our nation. 60.9% of Canada's total population above the age of 15 are working in a job. The workforce of a country is an essential factor behind the numerous development happening in that country. Even in a country like Canada, the number of employed women is much lesser when compared to the number of working men. Thus, it is crucial to maintain equal participation in the workplace. And one of the organizations that fights for workforce rights, especially for the women's rights, is the 9 to 5 National Association of Working Women. The organization was established in 1973 in Boston, and now it is the largest membership organization of working women in the United States. The 9 to 5 Association has been one of the leading for national policy in that country. And before 1978, women faced discrimination based on pregnancy in many aspects of employment. The 9 to 5 Association fought against the discrimination which resulted in the 1978 Pregnancy Discrimination Act. The 9 to 5 Association also played a vital role in the Family and Medical Leave Act's approval. The Act enabled employees to take covered job protection leave for specified family and medical reasons. Regardless, if it's a right of men or women, we must protect the jobs of the workforce and promote the job opportunities by investing in innovation without harming the environment. That can bring the drastic changes to a nation's growth. Thank you.
Talking about monetary inequality, but things would be much easier to solve if it were only an issue of money. Hi, my name is Neha Chakrabarti and I'm talking about the United Nations 10th Sustainable Development Goal, that is, reduce inequality. One group that is implementing the SDG 10 is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or called the OECD. There are different inequalities that people face because of the gender disability status, they are from a different racial group or an ethnic group. After all, they are all from a sexual minority group. Moreover, what is particularly troublesome with the inequalities is that many of these mutually reinforce one another. Being able to forge their way through life, it is very much more about making sure that people have access to quality education, nutritious food, and clean water. Inequality is cut across nearly all sustainable development goals. OECD is an international organization which builds life policies. Their motive to build policies that go hand in hand with prosperity, equal opportunity, and the good for everyone has to be more than about 60 years of experience to make this work and come true. They include the government, the policymakers, and all citizens to establish international standards and find solutions to economic well-being of the people, to the equal education and job opportunities as well. With this goal, in 10 years, not only me, but also others would like to see the inclusion for all, a world where no one is denied access to equal opportunities. All deep roots of inequality have to be removed. 10 targets and 12 indicators, all targeted to be reduced to its minimum by 2030. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajit George. Today I am presenting the 11th goal amongst the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goal, which mainly focuses on make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Today, the world is becoming urbanized and half of the population is moving to cities. So, as per the analyst report says that it is very important for the city development and infrastructure development. So, many governments are associating with private companies for the development and growth of cities. One major example is Citigroup. Citigroup is an American company which mainly focuses on banking and financial services. It was formed in 1998 and they are doing many programs for the city development. They have an initiative called City for City, and which is mainly focuses on the development of cities. In Panama, the government was struggling for the development and construction of roads. So they associated with Citigroup, and with the help of Citigroup, they constructed a road with international standard. In addition to that, Citigroup is enhancing many social programming for the development and growth of cities. So this is the clear example of my 11th Sustainable Development Goal. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello everyone, this is Sandeep here. Today I am here to talk about SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. And I am going to discuss the point number 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. I have selected one company, Unilever, on the basis of their current patterns and the way they are using all the market stuff and the production of each and every equipment. Since 2008, they are using the grid electricity to tear down the volume of emission of carbon dioxide in the air. As we all know that the emission of coal is at its highest, and we just can't do it on the basis of environment issues, because if we just keep on doing that, it will extinct, and we are already limited at the fossil fuels. And they have already achieved a good amount of lower down the volume by 65%. Talking about the other things like waste competition, they're basically doing two things over there, like the manufacturing waste recyclation and the production waste, with the vision to use at least 25% of that recyclable waste in their upcoming projects, whether it's going to be the production or the manufacturing. And it is a very good vision as the business perspective as well as on the environmental basis. The other thing is the upcoming projects. Their living plan is really nice, with the investment of 1 billion euros, which is a very good amount and a decent amount on the basis of such businesses that they are thinking about the environmental issues. And on the these projects are totally sustainable, free from all the issues of environment, and they have highly recognized the areas where they can invest, and such things are not going to harm the environment in a negative way. And the basic thing is that all these projects are sustainable. And thank you so much for your time. Here we go.
Hello everyone, myself Nina Vargas. Today I am presenting the 13th goal amongst the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which focuses on take urgent actions to combat climate change and its impacts. Who does not like a change? A change is something that can help to enjoy the monotonous life. But what will happen when the atmosphere thinks the same? Climate change is one such drastic changes that has to be pondered upon. It is one of the biggest challenges faced by the world these days. The World Wildlife Fund is one of the organizations working on the climate change. It believes that the threats to the world can be addressed by acting responsibly to help build a better and healthy future. There are some key initiatives that the World Wildlife Fund organization are implementing. Firstly, providing financial support to countries and organizations that are helping to bring about climate change. The organization has created a fund worth roughly $900,000 to a laboratory that is researching aquacultivating that helps to eliminate carbon dioxide. Secondly, the organization evaluates species that are becoming vulnerable and endangered. Approximately 73 species have declined in population due to climate change. The World Wildlife Fund is helping to implement projects such as the construction of a rhino habitat that act as a refuge for these creatures during floods. So yes, let us all come together and tie up hands to cope up with all the changes and move along. Thank you.
According to United Nations, a 100 to 150% rise in ocean acidity is projected by the year of 2100, affecting half of all marine life. Hello, I'm Sam, and I'm presenting the 14th goal of the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals, which aims to conserve and sustainability use the ocean, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. It targets the use of marine resources with viable management of marine life, fisheries, aquaculture, and marine biodiversity. In addition, this goal has a target of increasing economic benefits with the sustainable development and also the improvement in ocean health with the increasing use of scientific knowledge, research, and technology. For accelerating the goal, UNDP launched the Ocean Innovation Challenge, or OIC for short, in January of 2020. OIC is working towards the identification, financing, advertising, and mentoring of various approaches related to ocean and coastal life preservation. It's also working to improve the blue economy. OIC is issuing a request for proposal relating to the target of the 14th Sustainable Development Goal and granting funds for its implementation in developing countries. OIC is looking for innovation that can tackle ocean challenges such as acidification of water, plastic pollution, and fishing control through sustainable development. Conservation of marine life and resources are important because they are linked with human life as well. Management actions controlled by the government and international agencies with individual support are the right path to achieve this goal.
Hi all, this is Romy here. I'm here to talk about the United Nations 16 Sustainable Development Goal to promote peace and inclusive societies for sustainable development and promote access to justice for all and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. The SDG goal of United Nations describe the significance of taking initiatives to promote peace in the world. According to the United Nations, every day 100 civilians are killed in armed conflicts. 69 countries are at high risk as per the statistics of 2020. Even after 57 years, Martin Luther's dream of freedom, equality and justice are still dreams. Countries are still restricting people's freedom of information. People are still being killed at the streets just because they're black. The Sustainability Goal 16 of the United Nations focus on bringing a change to all this. An organization which works on this behalf is Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders, officially known as Médecins Sans Frontières, is an international humanitarian organization best known for its projects around the world in areas affected by conflict, disease, neglect and disaster. As I speak to you now, a group of MSF volunteers are trying to cope up with the growing numbers of COVID-19 patients in Tefe, a state in the northern Brazil. Since 2019, Lebanon has been grappling with the worst economic crisis in the decade. COVID-19 cases are surging across the country. MSF volunteers are trying to support the people in Lebanon with emergency medicine, COVID-19 testing and necessary medical trainings activities in different parts across the country. The message that Médecins Sans Frontières gives us all is to help people and make the world a better place. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasmeet. Today I am here to discuss the 17th goal of United Nations regarding sustainable development, which is strengthen the implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. This goal is focusing on various target sectors such as finance, technology, capacity building, trade and systematic issues, etc. So there is need for collaboration of all countries of the world to achieve this goal with the help of government, non-government and multilateral banks. There is a requirement of strong mutual partnership between civil society and government organization and other NGO to achieve this agenda for the year 2030. To achieve this goal, many organizations under the UN are working together, like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, World Bank, UNCTAD, and OECD as well. For example, in the field of finance sector, there is a need for more support to underdeveloped countries by the developed nations. For this, IMF is working with corporations from 190 countries promoting sustainable economic growth and more employment. This organization is also maintaining financial stability and facilitating international trade to reduce poverty with the help of World Bank if these countries need more resources. Similarly, the World Bank is giving financial assistance to low income or underdeveloped countries for capital projects so that they can do progress and development without lacking in terms of finance. Collectively, this goal is quite complex, but it can be achieved with the participation of government and NGOs and civil society because this goal demands cooperation through support, empathy, and the invention.
Did you know COVID-19 has caused the first increase in global poverty in decades, with over 71 million people being pushed into extreme poverty? Hello, I'm Smriti. I'm presenting the first goal of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which focuses to end poverty in all its forms everywhere. Many organizations are contributing to eliminate poverty, and one of such organizations is Oxfam International. It is an umbrella organization of over 20 individual charitable organizations that are spread over 67 countries all over the world. Oxfam is determined to alleviate poverty and encourage sustainability. It has been successfully addressing to different issues like issues of hunger, clean water, inequality, gender discrimination, poverty, natural resources, rights, etc. And it has been encouraging sustainability by approaching the local authorities to address these issues and make sure the justice has been provided to the victims that have been affected by these issues. One of the challenges faced by the organization is to approach different local policymakers and businesses to address these issues. Another challenge that has been faced by the organization is the financial threats that have been caused by the pandemic, which is why they had to withdraw several of their plans from over 20 countries around the world. These organizations have been trying their best to eradicate poverty and encourage sustainability, and we should appreciate their efforts and try our best to help them achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Albert, and today I'm going to talk about the second goal, which is zero hunger. Walmart and the Walmart Foundation have contributed more than 4.6 billion pounds in food donations and nearly 130 million in grants through their Fight Hunger Spark Change campaign since 2005. This year, Walmart has shown commitment to fight against hunger in the US and Canada by pledging to contribute up to 3 million and 1 million respectively. In the US, there are over 40 million people who struggle with hunger, and Walmart plans to contribute up to 1 million meals to combat this. 1 in 8 Canadians face insecurities with food, and Walmart looks to reduce this with up to 15 million meals. A few key points about the campaign are donation pickup at store. Customers can donate food by dropping them off at their local store, which eventually goes to the local food banks. Funds donations from customers in store and online. Customers can also round off their purchases to the nearest dollar. On purchase of select participating brands such as Hershey's, Kellogg's, and Pepsi, just to name a few, a portion of the proceeds shall be donated to local food banks. Other than this, there are also focus on building awareness of hunger. In Canada, the 1 million donation is split, where up to 820,000 shall be matched based on in-store donations. 100,000 goes to food banks for Canada's Relief Food Program, and 80,000 goes to support food banks, Canada's national food sharing system. Walmart so far has donated $6 million to help reduce the infrastructure for food banks by adding refrigerators and trucks, which by itself is very important as it makes sure the food reaches the people in need. This is a great step by Walmart, and more organizations doing the same can help solve the hunger problem. Thank you.
Hi everyone, myself Vimal. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "It is health which is real wealth, not a piece of gold and silver." To establish a healthy world, United Nations enforced 13 set of sustainable and development goals, and one among them is good health and well-being. Under this goal, UN devised 13 targets to achieve by 2030. Let us discuss about one target among them. The target is to reduce the maternal mortality ratio less than 70 per 100,000 live births. According to UN, the target achievement can be indicated by calculating the maternal mortality ratio and proportion of live birth handled by skilled health workers. There are many organizations working to achieve this target, and one among them is Toto Health of Kenya. Toto Health do their service in Kenya and Tanzania in terms of mobile technologies like SMS and voice technologies. As per the 2015 survey, 500 out of every 100,000 mothers die in Kenya and 400 in Tanzania. The Toto Health provides its service in terms of individuals and in NGO organization also. They provide their service with the help of midwives and skilled doctors. To conclude, not only Toto Health, there are many non-profitable organizations which are working to achieve this target. Thank you.
Did you know that about 103 million youth around the world lack basic literacy skills? And more than 60% of them are women. Hi, my name is Sophia, and I am going to talk about the United Nations 4th Sustainable Development Goal, and that is inclusive and equitable quality education and learning opportunities for all. Quality education is a driver for fundamental development, and this goal ensures that everyone receives free primary and secondary schooling by the year 2030. Ever since being recognized as a goal, tremendous progress has been made to increase access to education at all levels. Yet, stronger efforts need to be taken to achieve universal education goals for everyone. The UN has listed 10 targets and 11 indicators for this goal. These include equal access to quality education, development of technical and vocational skills for employment, elimination of gender disparities, and inclusivity of indigenous peoples and people with disability. In good news, developing countries have reached 91% enrollment in primary education, but differences between urban and rural areas are still very high. Even after all the progress, projections indicate that 200 million children will still be out of school by the year 2030. Also, the impact of COVID 19 has been severe. Closing of schools meant 90% of all students were out of school, and that reversed all those years of achieved progress. Inequality in education has been amplified as school completion rate in low income households is just 34% in poor households. Remote learning is still out of reach for at least 500 million students. The question is, how are we going to work through this?
Hello everyone, my name is Himanigi. Today I'm here to present sustainability goal number 5, that is achieve gender equality and women's empowerment. Under this goal, the United Nations aims to provide women and girls with equal access to all the basic amenities and education, which will benefit the society economically and sustainably as well. As per Human Rights Career, currently 25 organizations are fighting for gender equality and women's empowerment. Out of these 25 organizations, I would like to discuss about Womankind Worldwide, which is working in partnership with women rights organizations and movements with the aim to promote and protect women's rights. This organization helps women by providing shelters to escape from violence and also help by supporting women's rights by funding opportunities, advocacy platforms, and providing technical support. Apart from this, this organization does campaigns for women to make them understand about their rights and the policies. In the last few decades, this organization has helped in overcoming some of the barriers, like the efforts of this organization. Because of the efforts of this organization, the more girls are going to school, few number of girls are being forced for early marriage, and more women are in leadership positions around the world. However, the organization is still not able to achieve its goals. For example, in the last year, due to COVID-19, the domestic violence against women and girls has got increased by 30% in some countries. Apart from this, the organization need to work smartly on the discriminatory laws and social norms which are still pervasive in many countries. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Tapan Dave and I will be talking about the sixth topic of SDG, which is ensure availability and sustainability management of water and sanitization for it. So water is really a crucial element for all of us, all humans and all the creatures who are living on this earth. And to save it, it's really important. A better fact about amount of clear and drinkable water, it is going lower day by day, and which is the topic to worry about. To keep it secure and reserved, steps should be taken by all the humans, not only to waste water or stop unnecessary usage of the water. There are plenty of regions and places who still doesn't have clear and drinkable water for their primary usage. Further steps considering global warming and weather issues on Earth should be taken to avoid consequences. Along with that, making possible storage of water, clean water that can help people to survive when there are times and when there is emergency for it. Adding the same awareness is really important here, so that people can save water and transfer it to people who really need it. There are many possible methods here, such as below underground water savers can be used for our future. Lastly, building pipes related supplies can be served for betterment of the regions who do not have clear water. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi guys, this is Mankanta Sunkweli. In this video, I'll be speaking about affordable and clean energy, which is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations for the year 2030. So, James Cameron once said, "The nation that leads in renewable energy will be the nation that leads the world." So, coming back to the topic, Under this goal, the United Nations wants to provide affordable and clean energy to the developing countries across the globe, and it also wants to increase the investment and research that is put into the clean and affordable energy. So, as a part of this United Nations goal, there are many organizations across the globe that has joined with the United Nations to fulfill this goal by the year 2030. So, in this video, I'll be speaking about a particular company called Iberdrola. Iberdrola is a multinational electricity company based in Spain. Iberdrola is one of the largest wind electricity producer across the globe, and this company also has 100% renewable electricity company in Britain as a part of its subsidiary. So, what is this company doing to fulfill the goal of United Nations goal? So, as a part of Iberdrola's sustainability development program, this organization launched an initiative called Electricity for All. So, under this initiative, it wants to provide clean and affordable energy to 4 million people across the Latin American and African nations. So, this company kept a target that it should reach this goal by the year 2020. But this company reached its goal by the year 2018, and that's a good thing. So, and later on, this company also spent 30 million Mexican pesos for the development of rural communities in Mexico. This company provided free solar panels and free solar lights to those rural communities in Mexico. So, and it also wants to provide clean and affordable energy to 16 million people by the year 2030. This campaign mainly launched across Brazil and Mexican countries. So, and I wish them all the best for this initiative. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka Jaiswal and today I'm going to explain the 8th goal of United Nations, which is promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. The 8th Sustainable Development Goal states the decent work and economic growth. The global employment rate was low in the year 2007. The objective of this goal is to design sustainable and equitable economic growth for all the employees. This can be achieved through diversity and updated technology, focusing mainly on small and medium businesses. Unilever is a British multinational consumer goods company headquartered in London, England. It is a fast-moving consumer goods company spread in many countries. Today, we will learn about the Project Shakti in India. In Hindi, Shakti means power. This project was started in the early 20s. The project was done in the benefit of thousands of women who were selling Unilever product in rural India. The project was done to maintain sustainable employment in the village areas where earning livelihood was very difficult, especially for women. The literate women who had IT and accounting skills and who wanted to be financially independent. Project Shakti has recruited around 70,000 women, and with the help of their brother and husbands, they sell Unilever product in more than 162,000 villages. These women usually earn more than 1,000 rupees monthly. For future, Unilever aims to enhance the living of 5 million women around the world. Thank you.
We know that every organization needs to adapt to innovation and change because these are the only things that are constant. And the UN hopes to do so, but with the help of sustainable development goals. And today I'll be talking about the 9th goal. Because of the whole pandemic, we know that the entire world's economy has taken a hit. And by 2030, they're trying to bridge this gap. The company that I have chosen to talk about today is Tesla Motors. This is an American company that produces clean energy products and electric vehicles. Tesla is one of those companies that is a perfect mixture of all the three things that the Sustainability Development Goal 9 is talking about, which is infrastructure, innovation, and sustainability. Batteries are critical for a future that demands sustainable living. In the infrastructure and the sustainability section, switching to Tesla batteries means elimination of electric plants. A small village can be powered by solar panels instead of electric wires. And according to Elon Musk, 100 gigafactories that is the factories that produce these batteries. 100 of these can switch the entire world
to a sustainable way of living. There is a village called Tao in American Samoa, which is powered by diesel generators. So Tesla decided to switch things up there, and they paired solar with power packs for homes, colleges, schools, hospitals. And this has shown a tremendous change. It has prevented burning of 100,000 gallons of diesel every year, and the health of people has been so much better. This is just a small village that we're talking about. Imagine if the entire world switches to this.
Hello everyone, this is Zalak Patel. Let's talk about the United Nations 11th Sustainable Development Goal to make the cities sustainable and human settlement. Here, I like to share a very meaningful quote written by Desmond Maris. The city is not only a concrete jungle, but it is a human zoo. Yes, cities are the combination of social, human, and economic development. From the analysis of this population in urban cities, it seems that around 2/3 of the global population living in urban cities, and it increases the residencies around 73 million per annum. With this growing population, it is increasingly important that cities can offer jobs, education, and basic human needs. If any city grows without these facilities, it have to suffer from the high risk of the poverty and instability. For that, I like to discuss the example of the Addis city, which is the one of the fastest growing city in Europe. Its estimated population around 5 million, and the population has increased the burden of human needs. Apart from that, a Kurim river is passing through the center of the Addis city, and currently it is considered as the garbage dump. So that the United Nations Development Program helped the PM of Ethiopia to develop the Beautiful Cigar initiative to clean the river and generate the employment. This initiative is not only bringing back the beauty of the river, but it is the beginning for the inclusive and safe human settlement. So it's a time to unite and become a responsible to make the cities exciting, where the human and nature both blooms and stay happy forever. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nitin Janardhanan. Today I am going to present the 12th goal amongst United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which focus on sustainable consumption and product patterns. From my research, I found out that the company called Ericsson has implemented several solutions to address this goal. The first action taken by the company is that taking free product back to the service company. What it is means that it helps to reduce the e-waste from electrical and electronic equipments. In 2005, the company has taken e-waste from many countries, and in that 97% of electrical waste is recycled and reused. The second action is taken by the company is that network energy performance. It means that reducing network energy. So this innovative approaches enable the operator to use little energy as possible while managing to reduce the data traffic. This also helps the company to reduce environmental impacts. The third action is taken by the company is that leveraging of Internet of Things. Internet of Things helps to reduce the green gas emission by up to 15% by the end of 2030. The main areas that IoT can support is agriculture, building and services, and many more. That's everything for today's talk. Thank you so much.
We know that the climate change is happening right now by experiencing rising temperatures, ocean warming, rising sea level, shrinking ice sheets, and ocean acidification. One of the organizations that is working on climate change is World Wildlife Fund. It believes that the threats faced by the world can be addressed by acting responsible to help in building better, healthy future. I'm going to discuss few key actions World Wildlife Fund organization is implementing. They provide financial support for countries and organizations they are helping climate change. With the help of Bezos Earth Fund, the organization granted a fund of around $900,000 to the laboratory that is researching about aquaculturing kelp that suck up carbon dioxide. Next, the organization implementing is evaluating species that are becoming vulnerable and endangered due to climate change. There are about 73 species that declined in population due to climate change. The World Wildlife Fund organization is helping in implementing projects like constructing of artificial mounds for the one-horned rhinos that acts as refuges during floods. Major activity the organization doing is that it's working collaboratively with aviation industry, government and United Nations to implement and adopt new set of policies that help in reducing industry's emission of gases by alternative jet fuels that have lower emission than fossils. I want to end this conversation by an interesting fact. There is no planet B. Climate is changing. Why aren't we changing?
Hi, this is Agam Sototomi here. I'm here to talk about Sustainability Goal 14. Conserve and sustainable use oceans, seas and marine resources for sustainable development. Life started in the water and it has the potential to end it. Oceans cover nearly 3/4 of the earth and they serve the earth's respiratory system by producing oxygen for life and absorbing carbon dioxide. Oceans also play a vital role in regulating the temperature and climate changes on the planet. Oceans are home to millions of species starting from single-cell organisms to the gargantuan blue whales. However, we have been polluting oceans for ages. Like smoking, we are mindlessly hurting ourselves. Ocean is one of the largest organizations that advocate for marine conservation. The organization was founded in 2001. Oceania has taken numerous strides to protect oceans all over the world. One of the most common threats to the oceans is use of plastics. Styrofoam and the plastic pollutants do not disappear. They simply break down to the smaller microplastics. Oceania was behind and ban of styrofoam, plastic and food beverages containers in restaurants and grocery stores across New York in 2020. Oceania has been campaigning for years to protect deep sea coral areas from destructive fishing methods like bottom trawling. And the route passed by NOAA and this was affected in Gulf and Mexico result of Ocean's work. Activities of Oceania leave us with a simple choice. We can either stand up and fight for our life and those millions of species in the oceans, or we can hope that we can survive without oceans. Thank you.
I believe that the earth is as important as the ocean for the sustainability of human life. Even today, many countries, majority of the population depends upon the agriculture for livelihood. And the same plant life provides for almost 80% of the human diet. Forests, which cover almost 1/3 of our planet, not only provides habitat for the wildlife, but also helps reducing the greenhouse gases and thus combating the climate change. Still, every year, 13 million hectares of lands are lost, and the degradation of dry lands have led to desertification of 3.6 billion hectares of land. Varied species of animals and plants are being illegally traded across globe, affecting biodiversity negatively and also resulting in increase of number of extinction of species. Thus, the first question that comes to my mind is what can we do to sustain the earth for future generations? Some of the targets set by United Nations for this matters are to take urgent and significant actions to reduce degradation of natural habitat, mobilize and increase financial resources to conserve the land degradation, and to enhance global support to increase efforts in combating the trafficking of wildlife and plantation. To attain the set target, United Nations also carried out many plans and programs. One of such successful programs was where the farmers in Botswana were provided with financial resources and education to help them better maintain the quality of their crops and lands. However, still after all the efforts, only one third of the member countries of the United Nations have been able to achieve their national target towards the sustainability of land and biodiversity.
End poverty in all its forms everywhere. It seems unthinkable, but it's true. Today, 2021, more than 700 million people still live in extreme poverty. In other words, less than $1.90 per day. Hi, my name is Simran. I'm here to present first of 17 Sustainable Development Goals that are established by United Nations. It mainly focuses on how to end poverty in every possible way. There are many organizations that are trying to eradicate poverty for all people everywhere by 2030. And poverty plays a vital role in sustainable development. The Organization for Poverty Alleviation and Development, which is an international NGO, is working to alleviate poverty by promoting human rights, sustainable development, and climate change in more than 40 countries. OPAD have already implemented global programs to eliminate poverty by using tools like as education, health promotions, financial growth, and income redistribution. They also promote equal rights between men and women to help grow their economic resources. They also work with small-scale producers, including women, indigenous communities, and family farmers to help improve their income and quality of life. Their philosophies are, the children need us, says children need hope. There are millions of children who don't get to have their experience of childhood. If they could have got that normal life like other kids, they could be more productive and helpful people in the world. Last but not least, youth empowerment says children are more sensitive to global issues. Using their creative and innovative ideas, they might start their own business, which leads job creation and helps reduce poverty. By supporting local businesses and promoting independent women, men, and youth in poor countries, OPAD have achieved so much in few years. Every day, there's a new opportunity to reduce poverty until we completely eliminate it. Make the choice. How can you get involved?